Hello, this is part 3 of my aqueous reaction video where I will talk about acid-base reaction. So what are acid-base reaction? It is a type of double replacement reaction where an acid and base react to form water and salt. For example, here H2SO4, it's an acid. When reacts with a base, sodium hydroxide, it forms salt, sodium sulfate here, and water. So the phase of the water is liquid Sl. It is a type of double replacement reaction, and I already talked about this in my previous video, which is titled as precipitation reaction. But just a recap, when a compound AB, where A is cation and B is anion, reacts with another compound CD, C is cation, D is anion, the cation of the first compound forms a bond with the anion of the second compound and forms a new compound here, AD and CB. Okay, and always remember to write cation first. And in my previous video, which is titled as electrolyte, I already covered strong acid and strong bases in that video. So there are 7 strong acids and 8 strong bases which you need to memorize, or you need to have the table with you whenever you do the chemical reactions. And in my previous video, I also talked about strong electrolytes, weak electrolytes, and non-electrolytes. So anything that are strong acid or strong base, they are strong electrolytes, and anything that are weak acid and weak base, they are weak electrolytes, and any compound that are covalently bonded or covalent compounds, they are non-electrolytes. Now can we solve this problem? So here acid, phosphoric acid, when reacts with a base, potassium hydroxide, it is going to form salt in a water. Here cation, which is potassium, anion, which is phosphate, it's a polyatomic anion and it has 3 minus charge, salt K, PO4, because phosphate has minus 3 charge, 3 comes here, and it will form water. So now we need to balance the equation. 3 phosphate, so 3 here and 3 here. Acid, base, forms salt and water. Now can you solve these problems? You can pause the video, do it on your own and check the answer. Here is the answer. Now let's talk about total ionic and net ionic equation. So here total equation, it includes complete formula and phases of each reacting substance which we just did. Ionic equation separate all strong electrolytes into their cations and anions, and for net ionic equation remove all the spectator ions from the ionic equation. I have already talked about this in my previous precipitation video where we did example for the precipitation reaction. Here we are going to work on the acid-base reactions. Let's solve this problem where barium hydroxide, it is base, reacts with hydrogen sulfide, which is acid. It forms salt and water. Barium sulfide and water. Here 2 oxygen, so we need to balance the equation. 4 hydrogen, 4 hydrogen, it is balanced. Now how do we write the total ionic equation? This is net ionic equation. Or you can remove this 2 and just write H plus OH minus, that gives water. Now can you write total ionic equation and net ionic equation for this? You can check your answer. Total ionic equation and net ionic equation.